Super excited! The last inspirational show of the Create Together Club. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. I've had so much fun, you know, incorporating different techniques with different products. So the whole 7 days, I'm hoping, fingers crossed, you've found something or a new technique that you absolutely love and you're going to carry it forward in your own craft. My name is Tony Darroch and this is the How to Craft Network Studio, where we deliver or try and inspire you in some way or another with your craft products, whether they be our own or whether they be mine. We're not precious about it. If you are a subscriber, thank you so much. If you're not, please click that subscribe button, and there is a little bell that will give you that half-an-hour notice as well. I'm actually quite sad that the show, Create Together Club shows, are now coming to an end. I'm like, This is actually a pre-record. As you all know, I do have TV commitments also. But please let me know your thoughts on the Create Together Club. Would you like me to do it again? Of course, you can still join the club now. You can join it at any point. It's a year, okay? And you get 3 surprise stamps. You all love this one, which I'm so pleased about. The second one comes early next year, and then the last one comes latter end of the year. But you can join it at any point. You can wait till all 3 stamps are released if you want to and join it. We'll send you all 3 at once. The inspiration never goes away, but for those of you that do like that surprise and do like to craft along, come and enjoy the journey, because it's been absolutely fabulous. I have thoroughly enjoyed it. After this video though, pop a comment underneath this video, because I'm giving all of the cards away, or all of the projects that I have made over the course of the 7 days. And I think in every show I have made 2 items, so 14 winners will be chosen in about a week's time. Okay, so do get involved, and don't forget to post your makes over on our Eureka fan page. Have we all got a cup of tea or a cup of coffee? It's unfortunate I can't see your comments because it's actually a pre-record, but I hope you are all having fun commenting amongst yourselves. Try and keep it craft related and try and keep it inspirational. First of all, so I've shown you lots of techniques, lots of ways to cut into the stamp. Be creative with the mediums that you use. Be creative with your backgrounds and things like that. The only one thing that I haven't incorporated in is an embossing folder. So I'm just going to show you how I think this sort of stamp lends itself really well, but also your embossing folders are going to come into their own as well. So dig out your embossing folders from your stash as well. So first of all, what I am going to do is I have a piece of white cardstock and I have my embossing folder, and I've chosen this one today. So these are available on the website, but please don't stress. If you like any of the products, we do link them to all of our videos. If you click into the video as well, sometimes there are how-to guides as well, and all of the products are listed and clickable, so you can go and check out the products as well. So what I am going to do is I'm going to do a vintagey coloured card. Now we've done monochromatic, black and white. We've done some bright and breezy ones. Today we're going vintage wood. I love wood, as you all know. So I've just got these 2 colours here. So from my Eyes Inks, and I'm going to ink both sides of this embossing folder. And the reason I'm going to do that is because I don't want to put myself in a box. I want to pick the side I like the best. So I'm just going to ink up both sides, just random. So this is the raised side and this is the sort of deboss side. So just pop that colour on there. And what this is going to do is it's sort of going to letterpress into the back side of our card. and create hopefully a nice image. Now, I always like to spray mine with a little bit of water, but it is personal preference, okay? So I just, from a distance, just add a bit of water just so it gives me a bit of a bleed on my card and I don't get any harsh lines. If I see any harsh lines, I sort of push them out with my finger because I don't want a line in my card. There we go. I'm just going to grab my mats here and I'm just going to quickly. So a piece of white cardstock, and I'm just going to pop it inside and shut the design here, like so. And then I'm just going to pop this through my machine. Now all your plates are different for machines. I think this is how it works for the embossed. Don't force it though, guys. If it doesn't want it, don't force it through. So I just took away one of my I took away the A plate if you are using a cut and boss. And then this is our deboss side. Look at that, really pretty. And then we have that beautiful emboss side. So you can decide, or if you are a clean and simple card maker, you can leave it completely white. It's just an incredible 3D embossing folder. There are no rules with embossing folders. They are massive at the moment. You know, dig them out. You've probably all spent a fortune on them. Lately, I've done lots. There's lots of other companies doing them as well. So just have fun with them. And they're affordable, which is also a bonus. So I'm just going to set that aside. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stamp this typewriter onto this craft colour card. But we're going to do something a little bit different today. So let's just pop it in here. I'm going to cut it out, but I'm going to skip this sort of paper design at the top, but cut the typewriter. And I'm going to stamp it in to see what it looks like in this colour first. And this is a great thing about the Eureka, again, if it doesn't stamp or the colour's not quite dark enough, you can change your colour, repeat stamp to get that build-up of colour. And I'm absolutely happy with that. Before I move on to the next stage, give it a chance to dry. I'm going to cut it out while it's drying, because the next stage I need it to be absolutely dry. So I'm just going to go around the image. I'm not going to worry about the cogs and things, and I'm just going to stop at the top here. All the way around. You can obviously take a little bit more time at home. And you can pause me at any point. You can mute me at any point should you wish. So let's just dry this off. Make sure it's absolutely dry. It feels dry, but it's not. And then what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to show you. So I have my anti-static bag here. I'm just going to anti-static those keys. Make sure there is no moisture in that card. And I'm just going to take my embossing pen. These are available on the web. You've probably already got these. Everybody's got these probably. And I'm just going to pop a little bit of embossing ink on the keys. So I'm just sort of like putting a line through them. Not on them all. Now you could colour them all absolutely in if you wanted to. But I'm just going on a few. And I'm just going to make our keys look gold, or any colour you've got in your stash. So this is going to be a posh typewriter. Just grab it. Hopefully the gold embossing's not going to stick everywhere but the keys. There we go. So you can see how it's stuck to, can we see how it's stuck to the keys there? You could actually do the tape on the typewriter, make that gold, whatever colour you want. Let's heat set this one. Get my gun hot. You see that detail on there? You can colour them all in if you want to. I've just chosen to highlight. This is going to give us those golden keys. There we go. Well done. You can see where this is going. Really pretty. So let's get this onto our cards. This is a really, really simple in design card. But again, I've done it all from scratch. Just see me do it. So I know you're going to be able to do it at home. Debossed or embossed, whatever you want. So this is going onto here. Like so. And then I have just that line here. What I'm going to do with this one though is a little bit different today. I'm going to do it on top of the typewriter. I'm going to pop the typewriter off to the side. Can we see that there? And normally we do our twine underneath, don't we? Whereas today, in fact, let's stick this down. I'll pop it on some pads because I think it'll look pretty raised. You see there? And then just a pad there to just hold that so it doesn't come unravelled. I'm just going to pop some pads all the way around very quickly. So you'll have to let me know how the first show's gone down, the first week's worth of inspiration, thoughts, improvements, things like that. I'm all ears. I'm not saying I can always do it, but I'm all ears, as you all know. And we can talk about it on our Monday question and answer session if you want to as well. Is there any burning questions? So I'm just going to pop this on here like so. Go today's square. And then I'm just going to I do love my twine, as you all know. And I am going to pop the bow over my typewriter. So normally you would pop it off to the side, but, you know, because we can. Going to be on my type. Actually, I quite like the texture with the legs all in different directions, but it is personal preference. Just pop a pad under there because it's sinking a little bit. like so. And then I have my sepia washi tabs here. I'm just going to pop I Believe in You. I'm just going to pop it on the typewriter actually. I'm going to leave all that space open for maybe a sequin, a sparkly gem. There we go, card number 1, using that fabulous embossing folder along with the brand new stamp. I'm just going to budge this down a bit, see if I can create that gap in there. There we go. You see that there? You can pop it in the centre if you want to. There's simply no rules. So, stuck to my table. I hope you've all got a cup of tea and enjoying the show so far. If you are watching from the USA on our Facebook page, or even just picking it up live from our YouTube channel, we do appreciate you coming and saying hello, and I'm hoping that something I do will inspire you. Have a look at this fabulous video with the lovely makes from our design team while I show you a fabulous Christmas card. Yep, I did say a Christmas card. Just because it's a typewriter doesn't mean we can't type Dear Santa. So let's have a play on a Christmas sort of theme. First of all, let's just get some sparkle on our card. So I have 2 pieces of cardstock here. One's going to be the base for my matte and layer. This is from the Thirsty Brush set. Sunshine Magnolia, and then I've got another one which is the more detailed pattern. And first of all, I'm going to make it sparkly because we are doing a Christmas card, remember. So what I am going to do, let's just get some cardstock so I can catch the glitter. So I'm using a sparkly glitter, and all I'm going to do is I'm just going to run my glue down the side of down the side of this piece of cardstock here, very random, so it doesn't have to be precise. It's just so the glitter will sparkle. The glue does dry clear, so if you get humps, lumps, bumps, don't worry about it, okay? So I'm just, you can put this on with a spatula, whatever you wanted really. Or going out with a Christmas card. The end of the show close is a Christmas card. You're all probably throwing your slipper at me right now. So I'm just going to pop that one down for now. It is a quick drying glue, this one, but I'm okay with it. And then we can do all our glitter at once then, can't we? Save the chaos. So just roughly all the way around. If you don't like sparkle, you can absolutely skip this part. But I do want it to be like that extra special Christmas card today. Like so. Let's pop it on our card here. And I'm using that sparkly Anna Marie glitter, which is on the website, hopefully, then I left. Be careful with it, it is glass. Or plastic, actually. But it's still very sharp. There we go. So we've got that covered. And then when we shake it off, you get that beautiful sparkle, and that glue will dry clear. That's why I've done this first, so that hopefully will be dry clear by the time we come to pop it on our project. There we go. So that's the messy part out of the way, she says. So I've also gone ahead and cut that lovely pressed flowers die, which is on our birthday week. This is available on the website as well. So it's like a paper cut. It makes it look like a piece of paper. So I'm just going to add a little bit of colour around the edge on this one, just to stop it from being like a harsh white. And then just take my ink pad, add a little bit of pink. And this is just going to tie all of our sort of design together. Across the top, maybe a little bit in the centre there, just to stop it from being sterile white. There we go. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab my block, and I'm just going to add a little bit of detail from that stamp set, because the detail in here and the butterflies are all beautiful. And I don't even think I've used my butterflies yet. So we add the butterflies. So let's add our stamp first to this, and then we can sort of build on top. So most of the demos I've actually cut the typewriter out, haven't I? Well, you know, don't have to be cut out, you know that. So I'm going to go off slightly in the middle, and then just going to use that same coloured ink pad we've just used. Stamp this a few times, get a nice pretty pink design on there. Just move that out of the way. We have our lovely sort of typewriter design on there. So whilst that's in there like so, I'm just going to take my acrylic block and let's get some detail on here. So we have that circle, we have the splats, we have the ABC. So let's get this circle on here. Now I'm going to use this one on here because I feel like this is going to pick up that colour out of those backing papers a little bit. Add a little bit of texture on the back there. See that there? And then I think we need some butterflies. I like to do them in a little cluster all together, like so. And I'm just going to take that red solid . Like so. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my brush, a little bit of water on. I'm just going to drop some water into the keys just to drag that colour out a little bit. It's not a sterile image. And then I'm just going to add a bit of water to the edges here, maybe pull that colour out slightly. What that'll do is it'll just make it look a little bit more hand painted, a little bit more finished than a sterile line. Now you can add your watercolours on here, you can add your alcohol markers, you can stamp and be creative in whichever way you choose. Just stopping it from being sort of white. And then just to sort of finish it and stop it from looking really clean and pristine, I'm just going to take some water on my hand and I am going to flick it on as well, just to push the image back a little bit. And I'll just let that work its magic while I have a slurp of my coffee. And then we'll just remove that excess water with that blue roll, and then it'll just give us sort of a very soft design rather than like really sterile in line. Let that water, let that water work its magic. What have I done with my, there we go. Christmas card. Have you all flown your slipper at me? And there we go. It just pushes that design back, and you get those sort of like splodges in there. Now you could do these in coffee colours, vintagey colours, but I really wanted to show you that it doesn't really matter. I think vintage and monochromatic, we've done it throughout the show, and I think it is a little bit predictable, so sometimes just get those colours out, the colours that you wouldn't normally touch, and just have a play. I think that's sometimes how we become a little bit stagnant in our craft as well, is because we're doing the same thing all the time. You don't actually realise you're doing it. I do it myself. So let's just move all of this out of the way. So I'm just going to sort of give this a little bit of a texture by turning up corners and, you know, just sort of like, you've seen me do this in the first demo, I think. Not scrunching it up because I don't want it to be like that, but you know, let's just get a bit of texture on there. There we go. So let's start putting this card together. So a white top folding note card here. And be careful with your glitter glue part. So I'm just going to go flat here. Then we have our next part, which I'm going to pop some pads behind. So we've got that elevation. Always see where you're going to place it before. So we have sort of our sparkling matte, and the glue's still not dry, really. So be careful with that one. And then I have sort of that magnolia sort of design on there and the pattern paper behind. I'm just going to create myself a nice sort of banner. And guess what? This is going to get wrapped in twine too. When I find it, here we go. And again, same as before in the last card, just going to wrap it around. Just in a very random way. Let's put a pad on here first because that's not going to work on the slim part. Let's just hold that piece in place. And just wrap that twine around. Oh. Get a pad to hold that piece in place. So you can see now we've got that sort of that banner design going on there. Now you could use ribbon. I did dig out some absolutely gorgeous red wine ribbon here, look. Because we do have lots of ribbons as well. But I just felt it matched beautifully, but I just couldn't get the bow right. It just wasn't working for me today. It didn't want to play. So straight across the base here. And then on this one, just going to add some sparkle to all of the keys, so it ties it all in. And you've all had our Christmas sentiments that all say, "Dear Santa, I can explain," Santa's list. I'm on the naughty list. Dear Santa, I can explain. I know you have. So you could stamp that anywhere on here. And then I pop some pads behind this one. So if you like your layers and you're building up of your layers, you're going to love this card. And it's pink and magnolia and gorgeous and just a lovely, lovely different twist on a Christmas card. Here we go. So if you have like a stamp or something, just pop it in here. Let's just show you. Push that down. There we go. So 2 completely different cards today. So sparkle on the keys in here, embossing on the keys today, guys. There we go. So all you need there is your little Santa or a little tab or a little tag underneath that bow saying Dear Santa, and you have a sparkly Christmas card, or you have a masculine card with the craft coloured card on there. So there we go. I hope you have thoroughly enjoyed the week's worth of inspiration. I've tried to show you as much as I can. I've tried to cram in as much as I can without making it too difficult, because I appreciate we have new and advanced crafters every single day. So let me know your thoughts. Pop a comment underneath this video. I'm sad to see it say it is the end of the Create Together Club for the inspiration for this very one stamp. But guess what? Before we know it, the second stamp will be on your doorstep, and I will be stood here again giving you more inspiration on that stamp. And that stamp is also amazing, just like this one. So whatever you're doing, have a lovely day. Dig out the stamp, do your own twist on it. Don't forget to show your makes. Don't forget to pop a comment under here and I'll pick a winner. Thank you, everyone. Take care. I'll see you all very, very soon. See you later. Bye.